Our whole point in this discussion is about the involvement of the mind and how important it is for the mind to be an ally in this process. One of the things about the main difference educationally between energy types and non-energy types is that non-energy types need a deeper education than energy types. Always. Always. If you meet a generator on the road and you say to them, don't initiate, just respond. Honestly, in essence, there's nothing else you need to tell them. Now we know that, but in essence, that's all you need to tell them. But that's not the story with the projector and the reflector. Their minds need to be absorbed in how it works so that they can understand the other. Generators, manifestors, don't give a damn about the other. They're in their energy process. And the other isn't something that they particularly want to investigate. That's why it's an awakening for manifestors even to notice that they actually affect people. And not for them to see who those people are or why they affect those people, but simply to see, hey, I put out a wave. So I better be careful. And look at all the people I affect. Wow, it's not about the other. The non-energy type has to be concerned about the other. And obviously in our context, they have to know about the other within the context of this mechanical framework. They have to. So when it comes to a projector, and after all, that is the largest of the non-energy types, you're talking about 20% of the human population, that when you come to the projector, that the projector has to understand definition. If they don't understand definition, they're not going to get it. Because the most important thing for a projector to discover in this life, the most important thing for them to discover in this life is what in them gets recognized by the other. Because you see, what is recognized in you is what draws the invitation. Very important. After all, projectors, look, you have to wait for the invitation. And you have to wait for the invitation for those major things in your life. And if you're an emotional projector, so forth and so on, and blah, 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 you got to wait out the wait, and whatever. Now that's one of the most difficult things as a strategy to say to somebody. It really is. It's not like a generator who can respond. The bird sings and the generator goes, the projector is waiting for an invitation. It's formal. It's real. It's a formal invitation. And of course, these are beings that do not, because they're non-energy types, because they've always been under that pressure, because their theme is bitterness. It's so easy for them to not feel recognized. After all, every time you look at a projector's design, and when people are always going to those open centers, and saying, gee, I like you emotionally, and they're not, and the projector knows inside that that's a lie. It knows that it's not being seen. And the whole thing about the projector is until you can convince the projector mind what is in it to be recognized, only then will it begin to see the invitations coming to that place. And it's only the invitations that come to that place or those places that are going to make the difference in this human being's life. The only ones. So they have to know what the other is looking for. And you can only know that through the definition. So if you've got a projector who's got a 1762, everybody has to recognize their mind. But you see, for the projector to understand that their mind then is important for them. This is what gets recognized. My mind is what gets recognized. So this is where I need to bring attention to myself. This is where I have to do my work. And then I will see who recognizes me. And this is the whole point for the projector. Projectors are always going to have a lot of people around. Non-energy types always have access to people. Always. But only when the non-energy type, when the projector really knows what in it is supposed to be recognized, all of a sudden that grouping begins to break down to those people that are really important. Those are the ones that are going to recognize me, and the others. And you see, the moment that the projector recognizes it will be recognized is the moment that everything begins to work. And their mind, their mind gets all caught up in negating what they're not to be recognized for. And that's the most important thing. So, for example, you're unemotional as a projector. And somebody says to you, you're so emotional, you're uncontrollable, which of course an open emotional system will get as a comment. They'll get that all the time. You're unpredictable, you explode. Because the projector knows that that's not where it's meant to be recognized, the process of disengaging from that conditioning begins. Because suddenly they're saying, but they're not seeing me. If they're not seeing me, they're not for me. And they're not going to bring me invitations. Even though they'll ask me, those are not invitations I'm going to accept because they're not seeing me. I still have yet to see an awake projector. How difficult it is. It's so difficult. You see, if you're an energy type, you can walk out day one and start your experiment. Instantly. You can't as a projector. You can't. Which means that the mind of the projector has the greatest opportunity to get in the way. Projectors are the most deeply conditioned of types, and the projector mind is going to race in there and going to say, give me a break. We're going to wait for an invitation? I'm going to get old waiting for an invitation. What are we going to do that for? Let's go do what we have to do. I mean, it's very, very, very easy for the projector mind. Most of the projectors I know are obsessed pseudo-manifestors. I mean, they're just obsessed with manifesting. And this concept of waiting for the invitation is so difficult for them. And it's difficult because of their mind. They really have to see their definition. So there you are with your open mind, and if somebody thinks they think you're very clever, smile, but remember, they didn't see you. Don't ever trust these people. You have to be seen. And then the mind of the projector becomes Machiavellian. The projector mind then begins to watch people in a way that no other type does. It's their road to getting to their place in the hierarchy of really being able to guide. You see, they begin to discern at a different level. And the mind is involved in that. The mind is saying, they don't see us. I mean, think about that. Think about the joke that it plays on the mind. Suddenly the mind isn't concerned that the invitation hasn't come at all. Pity the poor projector who doesn't get an invitation for 6 months. And the gods are cruel, eh? It's not like they get any instantaneous reward, because if they're going to learn, they're going to see those invitations don't come every day. They don't. Every once in a while you get that opportunity to be with the right forces. So the mind during that wait, the mind must be involved. Otherwise the projector is going to give up. They're just going to go back to doing their thing. And so the moment the mind gets involved, the mind loves it. And all of a sudden the mind is telling the projector who they are by who recognizes them. You see, and suddenly they get an image of themselves by others recognizing it. You see, when you go to a projector and you point out their definition, what you're really doing for them is you're allowing them ultimately to see themselves. But they're not going to believe it until they see other people recognizing that definition. And the moment they see there's people who recognize it and people who don't recognize it is the moment they begin to understand who they can work with and who they can't. Who's going to bring them an invitation that's going to be viable for them, valuable for them? Who's going to provide them with the best access to the best energy so that they can take advantage of the energy type? All of that comes from that mind taking over and saying, they don't see us. And you can't do that until they understand what definition is. so that they can really be clear about what's the keynotes that I have to hear for. You know, you're a 4037 projector and somebody comes up to you and says, you feel like family. Thank you very much. You recognized me. And then right away, here's somebody that sees me. And out of this person, if I ever get an invitation from this person, that's an invitation I'll consider. Doesn't mean you have to take it. After all, when you think about the non-energy type and how important decision-making is for them, because, you make a decision on an invitation that can actually last for the rest of your life. A commitment to a partner as a projector, it can last the rest of your life. You really have to be clear that these people see you. And in the moment they see you, you begin to see yourself. After all, the projector isn't seeing itself. And if you look at a movie projector, basically that's how projectors work. They put their movie out and they see who resonates out there to their movie so that the reflection comes back to them and they say, aha, that is me. In other words, they cannot go the direct route. Just like the manifester cannot go the direct route. Only the generator can go that direct route. You have to keep the projector mind busy, and you have to keep it busy being at the top of the hierarchy. Remember, that's where projectors are intended to be. They're intended to sit at the top, in terms of the way the structure works, which means that they have to have the capacity and the vision, to be able to see things, how they work, and to be able to work well with others. Because after all, they're dependent on the other. Their gift is, once recognized, then they can work well with those who recognize them. Projectors have a horrible time with people who don't recognize them. Because, of course, they end up living out their relationship with them through the conditioned centers. And they never feel good in those relationships. So this is a magical thing for the projector mind. And it becomes, if I could give you the language of that mind, it wouldn't be pleasant. It's very superior and snotty. They don't see me. And all of a sudden this mind begins to really feel good about itself because they suddenly recognize, they don't see me, fools. They're never going to get anything from me. And this one over here, they see me. Maybe I'll do something with them. Do you know what I mean? In other words, the mind takes on that whole trip. And of course, that way the mind's fooled. It's busy with all of that stuff. And while it's busy with all of that stuff, the God's willing, you get to the place where you finally get the invitation. And you finally see, this really does work, And then the thing that happens that's the most beautiful thing for projectors is that after that it never stops. In other words, you get to recognize that the more and more you're within your nature, the more and more your aura resonates that demand. The demand of the invitation, the demand of the recognition, and that you'll see that as the projector matures in their process, those people that don't recognize them don't approach them. They don't even get in their aura. Because again, the non-energy type is really here to be deeply involved in the environmental aura, which means that there's all this focus and necessity to grasp, to deal with, to integrate with the other. So the minds for the non-energy type, so important for them because it gives them the time they need to actually experience the strategy. And again, for non-energy types, because the strategies are not all the time, that it can take years for them to build up enough security in that process. Again, if you're a generator, and you go through this process of finding out who you're not, and you start responding to what's coming at you, within weeks, you can get the sense of the legitimacy of what all that is. It doesn't mean that that you can let go of your doubts or whatever, but it really does mean that, it's pretty much fixed in you now how that works and that it really works properly. But if you're a non-energy type, no. It's wonderful that you get to that invitation finally. But the gap between that invitation, discovering whether it was really worthwhile, because again, you got to take on the energy, you got to do whatever is involved, and then to get to the next invitation, do you know what I mean? In other words, you have to see that it's not the same kind of reassuring process that you get as an energy type. And that's something where the negative response to that is the sense of, well, why me? How come these energy types get this and we don't? You know, all of this kind of comparison stuff, and I wish I wasn't a non-energy type, and blah, blah, blah. You know, and it's very important to see that these are just specific frequencies of the way we operate. And that if you do develop the mental system correctly, then the whole process develops correctly. You know, there's less resistance. When I was, you know, first told about the cycle of the digestion of the knowledge, I was told that it actually only takes 3.5 years. That's what the voice told me. In the sense of, not that it didn't say it was a 7-year cycle, but it said that the process theoretically only takes 3.5 years. And basically what that means is that 3.5 years can be made up of a day today and not a day tomorrow. I mean, there's 3.5 years of being yourself in a 7-year cycle that's built in, if you know what I mean. And you know, for projectors, that could seem like forever. I mean, it could just seem like forever. Same thing for reflectors. It would just seem like forever. As a matter of fact, it is easier for a reflector. So many things are, in fact. It is easier for a reflector to be comfortable with their frequency than it is for a projector, because a projector always has to wait for the invitation. But then again, the reflector doesn't. You know, the reflector can wait for something to respond to. It doesn't have to be formal. They have to take their cycle to get to it as a decision. But they actually have a quicker feedback. And we'll see why, because their minds need to be absorbed every day. You know, but for the projector, you know, the cards are stacked against the projector. And basically they're stacked for a reason. If you're going to be at the top of the ladder, you're going to have to really work to get there. And it's one of the most important things for projectors to understand, is that, you know, they're here to be the leaders of the hierarchy. They're here to replace the manifester. And in order for them to get to that, they're not going to be given that on a silver platter the way the manifester was. You know, the manifester didn't have to earn it. The manifester simply could get things done. And for most of our history, getting things done was the only thing that mattered. It was the only thing that mattered, and we didn't have these collective concerns and all of that stuff. You know, at the best, it was tribal. But the projector has to learn, has to pay the price, and that they can't get to the top without others. You know, and they can't stay at the top without others, and on and on and on and on and on. In other words, they have to learn their process. They have to get there. They have to realize their own worth. They have to realize the worth of others. They have to go through all of that process.